What's going on, Gateway Moto here? Today we have Kuryakyn Longhorn offset highway peg. Now, as you can see, they are the black highway pegs, and right there on the box it says fits 1 1/4 engine guards. Let's get to it. So one thing I will say about these right off the bat is the packaging is phenomenal. This is the box. Here, let me get it out of the sun. I'm gonna go ahead and get this open. Like I said, we'll go ahead and get started with it. Went ahead and slid this out, and this is how it comes out. Right here, right off the bat, you can see you got one completed highway peg right there, and you got a little box. Now I'm gonna assume in this box is another completed highway peg, right? And maybe even a plastic piece or a rubber piece to go around the engine. All right, so one of the first things I've done here is I've kind of disassembled it. So the way it comes is like this, right? It's pre-assembled, ready to rock and roll. Now, it's awesome that it comes like this because there's very little you have to personally do here. But I took this little shackle off right here and this arm right here. So that's what you're seeing right here. I took the shackle and that arm off. That way I could try to get it on this bar a little bit easier. 3 things you'll need for this, for these Kuryakyn highway pegs. There's a 3/4 inch socket, 6mm Allen head, and an 8mm Allen head. And like I said, I kind of already took it apart a little bit here. Now we'll go ahead and do it step by step. I already did the other side just so I can kind of see how it works and everything. Now I will say this isn't going to be 100% exact for the simple fact that I don't have a tape measure. Ideally what you want to do to get these to match 100% is start from the top of the bar here with a tape measure, measure it down to a certain point, put a piece of tape right there, and that's either going to be your top or your bottom. And you want to do that for each side, and that's going to get them pretty precise. We're not going to do that here because, well, we don't do things like that. So let's go ahead and we're going to take this bolt out here, and that's going to separate these two, and then we'll be able to get this clamp around that highway peg. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we got that wrapped around. Now I'm just kind of holding it here just so you guys can see. Maybe you can't. There's a washer that goes in between the middle of the clamp there. All right, and that piece right here is what allows you to adjust that arm that we took off of here. So let me go ahead and get that arm on here a little bit, and then I can let go of this clamp and show you guys a little bit more. All right, so now we got this arm on here. It's free, it's able to move around, but I got that bolt tightened down just enough to kind of hold this clamp right here in place, right? So the next step is the actual peg itself, which is right here. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna attach this right here. Now, what you'll notice is if I were to fold this, the way this peg is, it'd be folded down. We don't want that. We want it to come up like so. There's adjustments. That right there's an adjustment. That right there's an adjustment. And then this right here, where it bolts in at, is an adjustment. Also, this is an adjustment. Move it up or down, in or out. These highway pegs are 100% adjustable, and this is the 3rd set that I've had. There's also an adjustment right there and right there. This is the 3rd set of highway pegs that I've tried to install on this bike. Only pair that seems like it's gonna work. So you get your money's worth. They are $161. If you guys like these highway pegs, these Kuryakyn highway pegs, go ahead in the link down below. I will have a link to these highway pegs. I bought these off of Amazon and they were $161, 60 something dollars. I just threw that, but they were 160 something dollars, and you know, shipped them straight to the house. Now I went to the dealership and they told me just to go ahead and order the same things, but the difference is I had to go to the dealership to pick them up. So same price, but I had to go pick them up versus these came straight to the house. So of course I went ahead and got these off Amazon. And again, if you want these, there's a link down below. Literally the last step, guys. These things are super easy to put on, right? Once you get this bar on right here, you go and you put this section right here back on, and it's held in by this bolt right here. So you tighten that up, and you, like I said, you want to tighten it to where when you fold them up, they come up like that, right? Now, once you get that tightened to where this is adjusted the way you want it, you tighten this up, right? Where it sets the stiffness of how you fold it. Once you get that tight, you tighten this up. Now this sets this how it's sitting, right? So I have mine kind of angled for maximum comfortability. I can lay my leg across it, I can actually set my foot on it. And they're not going nowhere. They're not going up or down because I got that bolt tight first. Move that bolt, and that bolt. It's basically started up here and worked my way out. Now, if y'all like this video, go ahead and smash that like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be making more videos such as this one in the future with other things. This is of course on my Indian right here. I have I don't have it, but there are plenty of other bikes that we can do work on. You know, minor things. I'm not a mechanic. Like I said, this set of highway pegs right here is the third set of highway pegs I've put on this bike, or I've attempted to put on this bike, I should say. The first set, when I went to go do this clamp right here, it snapped all the way back here, right at the hinge. But we're gonna go ahead and take these for a test ride. We're gonna go take a ride down the road and back, and then I'll come back and I will let you know what I think of them, and then again we can go from there. So y'all, I'll be back. Just like I thought, they're gonna need to be adjusted. Nothing major, just to loosen some bolts up, readjust it, tighten them up, take it for a test ride, see what the comfortability is like.